Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. It's just a quick little vlog. I don't have much to talk about on my list. First thing is extended sale. So I had a 30% off sale on my website. Use the code 2020 to take 30% off Thanksgiving Day and the day after. That expired. A couple people asked me if I could extend it. Sure, why not? So it's going to now expire Monday night. I guess Monday is a cyber holiday or something. I don't know. Just trying to drum up sales like everybody else. So use the code 2020 at checkout on my website for 30% off. If you don't want to buy anything, that's totally cool too. Save your money. We all need to save money these days. Second thing on my list is Jamie's book. So my wife made a book. She wrote a book. We listened to a podcast about somebody writing children's books, hiring someone else to do the illustrations, putting them on Amazon. And there you go. You can have your little title as author at that point. So my wife's like, I can do that. So she created a children's book. She wrote the series of the books is called the Adventures of Skeeter Boy and Scooter Bug. That's our two dogs. My wife adopted another dog or rescued another dog that had some back issues. So he's 6 years old, and his name is Scooter. And we have a 12-year-old named Skeeter. So now we have a Scooter and a Skeeter. And to distinguish them a little bit better, we started calling Skeeter, Skeeter Boy. Kind of always called him that. And then Scooter, Scooter Bug. And it doesn't work because we always get them mixed up talking to them. And anyway, we have Scooter Bug and Skeeter Boy now. And my wife is writing a series of books, children's books, that are kind of like through the eyes of the dogs, or the dogs talking. Or it's kind of like my daughter and the dogs talking. What is that? It's like Christopher Robin's, I think, where the animals talk to each other. Anyway, it's that kind of a concept. And the first book was about when we adopted or rescued Scooter Bug and him coming into the family and Skeeter being a little bit jealous and them all now being perfectly fine and getting along and all that good stuff. So there's kind of a moral to the story of every one of the books. She has written number 2 and 3. We're about to get number 2 illustrated, and she has like 18 on a list of books to actually write. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun way for her to kind of document these little, because they're all based upon, events in our little life here, our little world of Tyler interacting with the dogs and lessons learned and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a cool way to document Tyler growing up a little bit. Anyway, the very first book is out. It's only going to be an ebook format because we didn't really understand all this stuff before diving in. And in order to self-publish on Amazon, physical paperback books, you have to have at least 24 pages, if I'm not mistaken. So that one only has 10. It's a small children's book. So the game plan is to increase the length of each one. I don't know if we can get up to 24 pages in a children's book, depending on the level of the children's book. So if we get 2 or 3 done, that breaks us through that threshold of 24 pages. At that point, as soon as we get a few done, we're going to put 2 or 3 together, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, put a bunch of them together as a kind of a book series and then self-publish that so people can actually buy a paperback. Because when I announced it on my Instagram as well as my wife's Facebook, I don't have Facebook anymore. I have a Facebook for the business account, but that's literally it, and I only use later.com to schedule it. I'm just not a fan of Facebook anymore. We just promoted it on those 2 platforms, and the number 1 comment was like, well, why can't I get a paper? Or I want a paperback of it. So it's cool, encouraging feedback, but that's the reason why. So we're trying to get a couple of them done so that we can do the paperback version of it. So if you're interested, I'll have a link to that book down in the description. You can check it out. And if you do happen to purchase it, no pressure. If you do happen to purchase it, my wife asks that you leave a review, because that helps. So that's the second thing on my list. Third thing is the giveaway. Today is the last day. I guess I'm publishing this the last day of November, so this is the last day to enter the giveaway for the Dragonfly Leather Apprentice Apron. And I'll have a link to that down in the description as well, but you can always just go to jacecustomcreations.com/giveaway and see that. see if there's any giveaways that I have going on at any particular time. I will always update all the giveaways on that particular page. So that giveaway ends tomorrow, but it's actually tonight when you're watching this. And then in the next couple of days, I'll announce the giveaway for the end of the year, which I'll draw on Christmas Day and hopefully make someone's Christmas pretty cool. So that's that. And the last thing on my list is, well, I'm going to add another one. The last thing, I'll talk about B in a second, was the Ben's trailer. So the contractor that came out last month, I guess it was. Was it in October? I guess it was in October. Came out and we used SketchUp to fully design a rolling contractor trailer toolbox thing, whatever you want to call it. Got all of that completely done, and I'm still haven't gotten the video edit done for part 2 of that series. Part 1 was on SketchUp. I have that one done, but it's only been published on my website, not YouTube. I try to give my website a little bit of an advance to say thank you for signing up for my email newsletter. And the second part, I'm almost wrapping up the edit on it. And Monday, the day that this is coming out, Ben's bringing that trailer back. He said it's completely done. It is roadworthy. It is ready for them to go and work out of. Of course, completely done is in air quotes there. It's at a. Of course, you're always going to manipulate and move as you actually work and interact with it, but it's ready for its maiden voyage, I guess you could say. So he's going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a final video of that series showing everything that he's done as far as the completed product. So that's going to be cool. My plan is to get part 2 and part 3 edited, completed for this weekend to publish with articles for those 2. And then I have 2 talkie videos that I want to do. I got a new leather apron, so I want to talk about my first one, some changes that I made, and how it's holding up after 3 years, something like that. Most used tool in the shop. So there's a little talkie video there, and then also a talkie video on my Hammer HS 950 belt sander. That's this week's agenda, and I guess I'll get into making something else the following week, which I've got a couple pretty cool ideas. Oh, the last thing on the list, part B or whatever. I just cleaned up here in the shop because we've been working quite a bit. My wife's cousin Kagan, who came down a couple months ago and made those yin yang clocks that I published on my website. He came back for the break on Thanksgiving, so he was here for 3 days, and we knocked out 5 projects. And for once, I didn't take hardly any pictures. I didn't document it at all. It was just fun woodworking. So I've been pretty busy, and now I'm ready to get back into computer work, which is no fun. I'm getting so tired of computer work. You guys take care. Have a great day. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed early.